Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ala. Today I have another video where I am using the Sephora products that I had just purchased recently during the sale. I wanted to show you again the Merit lip liner that I really love. I wanted to show you again the powder that works for fair skin. This is amazing. And then I wanted to show you how this works once again because it's a bit of a tricky little blush. So I'm using these products with some of my own makeup products that I already know and love to try to make these work again. Some of the ones that haven't worked, I'm trying to make them work again. So if you want to see how I get this look using all these products, including the Merit foundation stick, then please keep watching. And if you're new here, then please subscribe to my channel. I do all my content is for fair skin and also for olive skin. So if you are anywhere in those categories, then these videos can be really helpful for you. To start my base, I'm going to use this Rhode glazing milk. I really have been liking this, but I also liked the Ilia milky serum that I had as well, and I finished. So it's really between the two of these that I would repurchase, and since they're both clean beauty brands, then I don't think you can go wrong with either unless there's like an ingredient in there that in any particular one that you might be allergic to, then you can just switch to the other one. But besides that, I love how how lightweight it is, and it just kind of sinks into the skin and works perfectly as a really light lotion and as a primer. So I have been loving it ever since I got it. And for the foundation, so I finally did get this second color in the mail. This is the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick by Merit. I have the color Linen and Ecru. And I wanted to show you the difference here on the skin. We'll just kind of compare it against the skin in this lower part of the face. So that's Ecru. I know, it looks a little bit yellow orange, but again, keep in mind it is hard to color match olive skin, so really we're trying to do the best we can. So blended out, this one actually does look the most natural, but I do like that this one almost like, so I'll just use it. I'll use it on half the face and then show you the difference. I think that part is just fun, just scribbling all over your face. And there you have it. So you can definitely see the two colors that are a bit different side by side. And I'm going to use this Merit foundation brush for one side. See that? That just blended itself out so quickly. Really nice. I start with just tapping into the skin motions, and then in certain areas like the nose, I could just blend it out. But especially under the eyes, I just want to tap it in and not get rid of the product. And then I just kind of try to buff it in the rest of the areas. So this is the color Linen, and it just kind of blended out. Right here it looks a little bit darker because I did end up mixing a bit of that Ecru right down here. So that's the reason it looks a little bit different colors right here. And then now I'm going to use a different brush and blend the rest of it. and then we'll see what the color difference is. I do wish that I could see these colors in person because I don't even know. There's so many like in between colors, like cool tone, neutral tone, and then warm tones. So I kind of wish I could see them in person to kind of compare against skin tone, especially for olive skin. You want to get it as close as possible, just so when I do recommend colors, that I'm recommending the closest color. All right. So you can definitely see, I mean, yeah, when I put this color on all over the whole face, there's hairs here out of the brushes. But the ecru one, I could definitely see that it's too dark. Can you see that? It's like this side, it has basically evened out the skin color, and then this side, it's just kind of darkened it. It's a fraction, but it's still there. And the reason I don't ever gravitate towards any foundation that darkens the skin is because when I go in and add bronzer, then it darkens it some more, and I just don't like my whole face looking darker than my body. And my body is a lot paler than even my arms because they're in the sunlight, so they look pretty tan. But yeah, there's definitely like parts that don't see the sun as much, and it's a lot lighter, so I try to keep that in mind. So moving on, I'm going to use this brow pencil again by Benefit. I've really been enjoying this pencil, but I did go back online to see what other colors they have, and they do have one that's a bit more cool toned, because even with this one, there's kind of a bit of red in there, and it just doesn't quite work with my, it doesn't work as a shadow for me. So I do want to look at the more gray tones and see, and I've mentioned this in like the last video, I want to see how the grayer tones work, and it's between like another one of these or the Jones Rhode one, the jumbo pencil. But with that one, what I don't like other companies doing is they'll make the pencil way fatter than any of your, where's my little sharpener? Any of your sharp pencils. They're like way fatter, like jumbo style. And so you're kind of forced to buy their pencil sharpener. And then you end up with all these random odd size pencil sharpeners for different pencils. And so I don't like the inconsistency. I know that they're probably trying to stand out. I'm not really sure what it is, but having just a short and squatty pencil compared to like a longer one, I don't know. I don't see the benefit. Is it easier to hold a jumbo pencil? I don't know. I don't know if it's that big of a difference that I would want to buy their sharpener. So I hope that little tirade makes sense. But yeah, I've been liking how easy it is to just use this pencil and then brush it out with the little spoolie on the other side. It's nice and firm, really brushes the hairs, and then you're done. I just love these one and done brow pencil products. So what I wanted to do, okay, for the eyes, I'll save that for later. I'm going to show you this Dior Rosy Glow in Bronzed Glow one more time because I feel like it didn't quite come through the first time. It didn't look its best. So I just wanted to show you again what it could look like if I just did my makeup the way I would normally do it. I am going to use this Givenchy face powder again, and I just used the brush that it comes with, and I swirl it into all of the colors and just sort of brush my face, and I feel like it works really well. I would even be interested in the third color. This one's perfect. I just want to know if the third color is less brightening, if it's normal, if like what the color difference would be. But this one for now, I think I'm just gonna end up using it through. Again, I've mentioned that it's very, very similar to the Kosas powder where it's just undetectable. And that's what I like in a powder, that if you have dry skin, then it's undetectable and that it's not just sitting heavy and drying out your whole face. So this is 02. And I really, really like it. I like that it's scented. I like that it's really lightweight on the face, and you just pop the little brush in there and then you go. I really, really like it. I tried the Hourglass powder when it first came out and I was nowhere near impressed. It wasn't doing anything for dry skin. So just FYI, not all the powders out there, if they claim to be lightweight for dry skin, they're not. They're definitely not. So I'm gonna try using this very stippled brush for this blush powder. I'm going to just kind of brush it off on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to apply it first so you can get a good idea of the color, and then I will add the bronzer kind of around it. So it just kind of, I don't know, it seems like because I have that golden undertone, all these colors end up looking so similar on me. Like no matter what color it is, just ends up looking one particular way, if that makes sense. Pinks, I guess they're the only ones that would still remain pink because maybe they're more cool toned, but this one kind of ends up looking a little bit orangey, so I wanted it to look a bit more brown as it is in the component here. But you can, I mean, you can see the red in there, so it's not as brown as I was hoping, but it's pretty. It's pretty. Is it my favorite color? No. If anything, I think that Laura Mercier blush in Fresco, I've really been enjoying that color a lot more. It goes on smoothly. You can't mess that one up. So I've been enjoying that one quite a bit more. So that's what the blush looks like, and I'll show you this Laura Mercier bronzer again. This is, I think, just the light version. 20 Marseille. I don't know what the other colors are called, but that's what this one is called. So I'll use a pretty fluffy brush, and then this time I'm just going to mix it into both colors and then apply it a little bit lighter hand and see if that makes a difference, and if it looks maybe a little more natural. And it'll be hard to tell because of the blush. That's why I wanted to do the blush first. But just in general, to see what the bronzer looks like, then I'll just use a lighter hand and a fluffier brush. I think you can kind of see because my forehead definitely got pretty bronzed there. So the color is okay. I don't know that I would super recommend it for olive skin. I feel like I have other colors that are better than this. So like especially if you're golden olive, and neutral tones look a lot better on me than this one. This has a bit of like a rosiness to it, and I have other ones that have rose in them too that are again a little bit better than this color. So just a bit of a disclaimer there, it's not my favorite tone. So if you prefer other colors, then so I feel like naturally you would gravitate towards colors that are more right for you. Now I'll just do my lips really quick, and I'm going to use the Merit lip liner, the only color I have, and it's the color Coupe. It's one of their lightest shades. I really like how cool toned it is, but not in an unflattering way. Like, the color is really pretty. So that, yeah, that's really, really pretty. And I liked using it with this Pat McGrath lip gloss in the color Belladonna. This is a warmer pink color. I think they look so pretty together. I don't know if it so much goes with the blush color. It's not so much, but it's still really pretty. So for the eyes, I just, like I said, I'm just creating a look that I normally would create. So I'm using this palette and this brown right there. And then I'm going to use that new eyeliner from Sephora collection in the color Flirting Game, I think that's the color. And it's like a really pretty, like soft black gray brown. And it's I've been liking that eyeliner because it's almost like a shadow of an eyeliner instead of a full-on like intense eyeliner color. So I love this color. I feel like it always looks so flattering, and it's almost like it has a bit of like olive in there, and it just looks perfect as like a base color for me, like a one and done shadow. So I use that as a one and done shadow very, very regularly. And then sometimes I'll use like the darker one as like a crease to darken it up. And that combo is so pretty if you just want like a beautiful matte eye look. Just look at that. That is so pretty. There's just something about eyeshadow. I love that. Transforms the face and the eyes. I love that pink. It just like really stands out against like the warmer tones. So the eye look I will keep right there. So that's just one color, which I love, and it already looks so nice. And this is the color Flirting Game, and it is a shimmer color. So I'll show you what it looks like, and it's like a waterproof, but just look at that. It's so pretty. So you can see the before and after, and you see how it's such a softer color than just intense black. I love black, but when I was looking for a color, I wanted something a little bit softer than a black, and I don't like gray, so I wanted to, and I've used brown, and I like brown, but there's just a color that I felt like was missing, and this is definitely one of the missing colors. Look how soft and beautiful that is. And it was so quick and easy because it's so soft of an eyeliner to use. It's a pencil, so you can sharpen it. I already sharpened it once. I've been using it since I bought it. And it's a 24-hour waterproof pencil. So that color I have definitely been enjoying so much. And the mascara I'm going to show you is the Fan Fest. I'm going to just curl my lashes really quick because I feel like it just shows off the mascara the best when your eyelashes are actually curled and then you can see the mascara going on. So I'll show you how it goes on. I'm just using the Shiseido lash curler, and this is definitely a repurchase because I had the mini before this And it really, just for me, because I feel like mascaras are also very personal depending on the formula and your eyelash type, whether they can curl, whether they are thick or thin or short or long. And so you need your mascara to do certain things. So when I tried the mini of this Fan Fest by Benefit, it just did everything that I wanted to do, and that's just one layer. And as I've mentioned in other videos, I don't have like the longest lashes. They're not like super duper short where I have nothing to work with, but they're somewhere in between. And they curl just fine, and they hold a curl just fine with any mascara, but it just, not just any mascara, makes them look nice. And I'm just always surprised when mascaras that work for so many other people, they don't really work for me. And I'm like, what is the difference here? What is going on with the mascara? So I think that they're super personal. I can only tell you how it works on me, and something that works really well on me. If your face and your build and your lashes and your hairs, if any of that is similar to mine, then I can recommend it to you if we're that similar. Otherwise, I could just tell you that it's nice, and then in hopes that it would work for you too. It's more than nice. I love this. I'm glad I got the full size during the sale because I love it. And I think that is pretty much it. Let me just take my headband off. All right, so this is the makeup look for today. I wanted to use the makeup products that I got from the sale, but in my own way, because when you buy a bunch of random products, you kind of are forced to use them all together and with the things that you've already bought, and it sometimes doesn't look its best because you're just using a bunch of random things. So I'm using the products that I have with things that I've already owned to make it look its best. And I really like the way that the eyes turned out. Do you see how it's just a soft gray, soft black, gray and brown? It's like a mixture, and the fact that it's metallic, it just kind of reflects the light. It just complements the eye shape. That's what I really love about it, is it adds almost like a shadow instead of like really these harsh lines, which I love that too. Don't get me wrong, I love that look too. But then it's almost like a subtle beauty that I really, really love. So, and the other thing is I'm kind of torn between this Dior blush, honestly. I don't even know what to think of it. My favorite one is the cherry color. That one, it never steers me wrong. I love that color. I have to use a really, really wispy brush with the cherry because it's so intense. But if you use a wispy brush, then it just looks perfect and flawless every time. The pink one that I have is not impressive. I really have to use a strong brush and just really scrub it in there to get the color onto my face. That one is not impressive. I would never recommend that color to anyone. There are pink blushes out there that are so much better than that. And this is not really serving its brown purpose that was my desire. I don't know. It's not exactly doing what I wanted. The Laura Mercier one does look better, so I'll use that in my next video so you can see, and then I'll show you comparisons again, because I did that in my last video, but I don't know how clear it came off. But besides that, I love the lip liner. It does leave a bit of a stain behind, so it does have a little bit of a longer lasting power than the Rhode shaping sticks, but I love these. I apply it over and over again. I barely have any left in this color. Wait, is this my favorite one? Yeah, this is all that's left. That is all that's left, and I just got it. When she launched, I just got them, and it's almost gone. So this color Lunge is my favorite. I use it to death. And this color Coupe, it really just surprised me because I thought it would look like the Pillow Talk. I don't have Pillow Talk medium because it's in my purse, so I was gonna show you the comparisons, but this is a beautiful color. I don't know what about it. The coolness of the color just really stands out, and like just complements the coolness of the lips against like the golden tones of the face. So it just really does look beautiful. So those are some of my products. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. I'm sorry I've been a bit MIA. There's just a lot going on, starting like with the warmer weather, and we have our own, my husband and I have a business that we are running as well together. So it's a little hard to keep up with YouTube as well, but I will certainly do my best to keep at it because I still do makeup, my own makeup almost every day. Just it's the recording it and the filming it and posting it up that is a little bit harder, but I will try to keep up with that for sure for you guys. So thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.